All right, let's dive in. Today, we are going to build the foundations of what I like to call financial peace. Now, this isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about building a totally different relationship with your money, one that's calm, confident, and where your money finally starts working for you, not the other way around. Let's do this. So let me ask you this, and be honest. Does money feel more like this constant source of stress, of anxiety, instead of a source of freedom? For so many of us, the answer is a big yes. It can feel confusing, maybe even a little shameful. We know we're supposed to be smarter with it, but where do you even start? If that sounds like you, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to build a new framework, and it starts right now.
So step one, and honestly, this is the most important step of all. It has absolutely nothing to do with budgets or spreadsheets or picking the right stocks. Nope, it's all about your mindset. Before you can ever hope to manage money well, you have to get clear on what it really is, and just as importantly, what it isn't.
I love this quote because it just nails it. Money isn't the goal. It's not the destination. It's a tool. It's like a vehicle. All it does is give you potential, possibilities. But here's the key. You are still the one in the driver's seat. You decide where that vehicle goes. So you gotta ask yourself, what's my money story? We all have one, you know? It's that collection of beliefs, feelings, and habits that we've picked up over the years. A lot of it we just inherit from our families and our culture without even realizing it. Things like money doesn't grow on trees, or maybe seeing your parents fight about it. That stuff quietly shapes how we act with money for our entire lives. Knowing your story is the very first step to being able to rewrite it. Okay, this is the critical shift right here. A lot of us, maybe most of us, are stuck on the left side with the scorecard mindset. That's where your bank account balance somehow measures your self-worth. It's a game you can never win because you're always comparing and always feeling behind. Where we want to get is over to the right side, the tool mindset. In this world, money doesn't define you. It just gives you options. It gives you freedom. This shift is everything. It's the real foundation for peace of mind.
All right, so once we've got that mindset in place, it's time to roll up our sleeves and build something real. We're going to lay the groundwork for genuine security. This is the solid foundation that everything else, all the investing, all the wealth, all the freedom, is going to stand on.
So let's talk about the single most important number in your financial life, free cash flow. It sounds fancy, but it's dead simple. It's just your income minus everything you spend. That's it. Whatever is left over at the end of the month, that's surplus. Whether it's $5 or $5,000, that is the fuel that powers your entire journey. Your first job is to know what that number is, and then start figuring out how to make it grow.
So what's the very first thing you do with that free cash flow? You build a shield. Let's call it your rainy day vault. This isn't just a savings account. It's your personal shock absorber for when life, happens. The steps are super straightforward. First, open a separate high-yield savings account so you're not tempted to touch it. Start with a simple goal, like $1,000. Then, and this is key, automate it. Even small, regular contributions make a huge difference. Consistency beats intensity every single time.
So what are we aiming for with this vault? The big goal, the gold standard, is to have 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses tucked away. And by essential, I mean the absolute must-haves: rent or mortgage, food, utilities, transportation. When you hit this number, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It gives you this incredible stability that lets you breathe and make smart decisions instead of panicked ones.
Now, once that foundation is secure, we can focus on the single biggest pivot you'll make on this journey. This is it. This is the concept that truly separates people who spend their whole lives working for money from those who eventually get their money working for them.
And here's what that pivot looks like. Pretty much all of us start on the left with active income. We trade our time for a paycheck. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. Simple as that. The goal is to slowly, deliberately build up what's on the right, passive income. This is money that your assets earn for you 24/7, whether you're at a desk, on a beach, or fast asleep. It's the true engine of financial freedom.
So how do we actually build that passive income? Well, I want you to think about it like you're building an income factory. This is such a powerful metaphor. Don't think of your investments as just a pile of money. Think of them as a system, a factory filled with little machines that are working around the clock, producing cash flow just for you. Your job becomes being the owner of the factory, adding new machines over time.
And what are these machines in your factory? Well, they're the classic workhorses of passive income.
You've got dividends from stocks of great companies. You've got interest payments from bonds or even just high-yield savings. You've got rent checks coming in from real estate, or maybe it's royalties from a book you wrote or a course you created. Each one is a different machine, and the more you have, the more powerful your factory becomes.
Okay, so now we're getting to what I call the North Star. You see, any journey is kind of pointless without a destination, and in finance, a vague goal like "I want to be rich" is useless. It doesn't help you make decisions. You need a specific, tangible number to aim for. This is what transforms the fuzzy dream of freedom into a concrete, achievable plan.
And that target has a name. It's your financial freedom number. Put simply, it's the total amount of invested money you need so that the income it generates can cover your entire lifestyle, forever. When you hit this number, work becomes an option, not an obligation. That's real freedom. And knowing your number gives every dollar you save and invest a real purpose.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this sounds complicated, but it's shockingly simple to figure out a ballpark number. Using a general guideline called the 4% rule, you just take the annual income you want to live on and you divide it by 0.04. That's it. So if you think you could live a great life on $60,000 a year, your target is $1.5 million. All of a sudden, this big abstract goal, it's just math. It's a real number you can work toward.
And we can even take this idea to the next level. See, the ultimate goal isn't just having a big pile of money. The goal is what that pile of money produces. This is called your income generating capacity, or IGC. Think of it as the annual paycheck your portfolio writes you from all those dividends and interest payments. It's the income you can spend without ever having to touch the original principal, without ever chopping down the money tree.
Which brings us to our final and most practical section, investing with a clear purpose. We've fixed our mindset, we've built the foundation, and we've set our destination. So, how do we actually build the investment portfolio that's going to get us there? How do we balance our need for cash today with our need for growth tomorrow? Here's a beautiful, simple way to think about it, the trees and saplings framework. Think of your portfolio as a forest. Your trees are the big, mature, stable companies that pay out reliable dividends. They're like the sturdy oaks that provide shade and income right now. Then you have your saplings. These are younger, faster-growing companies that are reinvesting all their profits to get bigger. They're not providing much income today, but they're going to grow into the giant, income-producing trees of your future. A healthy financial force needs both. So we end up right back where we started, with the question. After all the numbers, all the strategy, all the frameworks, what is your money actually for? What's the point of all this? Is it security? Is it freedom to travel? Is it about generosity and helping others? Is it about having more time with your family? Because money is only a tool. It's a means to an end. The most important thing you can do is be crystal clear on what that end is for you.